Thank you for watching. You can support the body via CashApp or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
This month's sponsor is brought to you by Mealy's Naturals, handcrafted natural soaps. Be sure to visit the website, mealysnaturals.myshopify.com. And be sure to visit her Instagram at mealys.naturals. Mealy's Naturals. It's an herbal vibe. This month's sponsor is brought to you by Mealy's Naturals, handcrafted natural soaps. Be sure to visit the website, mealysnaturals.myshopify.com. And be sure to visit her Instagram at mealys.naturals. Mealy's Naturals. It's an herbal vibe.
Welcome to the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's mission is to humble the world in the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's vision is to build up the poor man and woman in spirit. Many people are deceived by lies, deceits, fraud, pride, forward mouth, arrogance, and evil ways. The poor in spirit are attacked daily. The vision to build up the spirit is to cause people only to walk in the ways of Yahweh, just as his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets did, by not just speaking the word, but by putting every word Yahweh spoke into action.
We're the Sons of Thunder Israelites, and it's our heart's prayer and desire that you all get the Truth of Yah game.
Use our discount code SOT for additional savings.
Shalom.
All right, man, let's play, man. Let's get it going, man.
Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, and we do so by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. What was just said in the ancient Hebrew tongue was all praises to the Heavenly Father in the name of Jesus Christ, man. Hey, Mario, put your number in the back chat. I'm about to send you this other video.
Okay. Yeah.
So what happened was today we had a wonderful treat for you guys. We planned to have a debate with a brother that fell through, so I plan to play a video that was a Patreon exclusive, but then that fell through as well. Close this door for me. So now what we have right now is a class on a couple of beliefs that Islam has, and that are not necessarily right. So what we're gonna do through the spirit is go through certain things in the Islam belief system, and basically give you guys some game on a few topics and show y'all how y'all can use that against your common Muslim. Right? To be edified through the spirit, what you're gonna need is a pen and pad, your Bible complete with your Apocryphal, and access to a Quran app or some sort. Right? We're gonna go through some scholarly things, man. But first, we're going to shout out some of you brothers and sisters in the chat. The ones that we're gonna shout out are the members of the channel. And if you're looking to become a member of the Sons of Thunder platform, go ahead and go to Sons of Thunder, the Sons of Thunder YouTube, and just click join. right? Click join and become a member of the Sons of Thunder platform, where we have members only content. You get special badges when feast days come around. You get discounts and things of that nature. Continue to support us. We will support you the best that we can. Right, along with being a member of the YouTube, you can be a Patreon member, where these videos that we post are obtainable to you. Right, these Patreon exclusives and things in that nature. So hold on. Let me check on the YouTube, because what I did was I first you got to upload it to YouTube. So I'm gonna check on my YouTube to see how long this video got. But if this video get upload, I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek of this Patreon video so that y'all can get acclimated of what we have as content on our page. Right, so I can get acclimated for what this content on our page. We get that to you guys. Like it. Y'all can hear me?
Connor the one.
Nah, we say.
Your screen went dark by the one, but we hear you.
I'm choppy?
It's not choppy, but the screen is dark.
Wait,
there
sorry.
You go.
Cut.
Yeah, you good.
We back. Con. So yeah, with that being said, we got a couple videos for y'all. We're gonna go over some things and we're gonna get up out of here, man. We're gonna get up out of here. And y'all are gonna be edified through the Spirit, man. Y'all are gonna be edified. So, hey, can one of y'all brothers shout the people in the chat? Hold on, matter of fact, I'm on YouTube. Let me do it like this. Hey, Khan. So shalom to your pa, Alparium. Shalom the soldier to Zarya. Shalom to Tazadakwa. Be Israel. Shalom to soldier Aquaria. Soldier shalom to Abanium. Yasharala. Yazabad Banloya. Shalom. Kowal. Shalom. Soldier Sakor. Shalom. Warrior Micah Allah. Shalom. Azariah Ban Yahawada. Shalom. Makazi Waf Khan. Shalom to Water King. Shalom to Zachariah. Shalom to not She's Thriving. Shalom to Josiah. John Allen. Soldier the Rock. And shalom to all the 12 tribes scattered abroad, man. Shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Yeah, y'all go ahead and text the chat to let y'all brothers know that we live right now. And we about to get it in through the Spirit, man. Get it in through the Spirit. First, let me check this video. Let me see. Hey y'all pray to the Most High that this YouTube video just flood up in there, cause I'm trying to show y'all this giant. Cause I was on fan base, debating some Muslims, and it got real for them, cause they couldn't handle what I was bringing up. Let's do this. Who in the chat watched the last video about Islam? Did Muhammad believe in the Bible, or Muhammad believed in the Bible? Who watched that? In the chat, let me see some sevens, some cons, whatever y'all want to put. Let's see who's seen that video right there. It's another Truth Tuesday where we talk about Muhammad. Did Muhammad believe in the Bible? Did Muhammad believe in the Bible? Lit Earl we got one. Lit Earl. Dang, so Lit Earl is the only one that watched that video, man. So you got Soldier Abadatia. Mighty Soldier Abadatia. He got it. Who else got it? Because I wanna. He did too. He just reprobate heathen in the world. Who is he? Who is he you referring to? So brothers, the brothers and sisters, y'all be ready on that comment board. I'm gonna need y'all to be a little faster, because I'm gonna ask y'all some questions, man, pertaining to that. Now, what is one of the the oldest manuscripts we have for the Bible? What is one of the oldest manuscripts we have for the Bible? What is Muhammad? What is when did Muhammad's ministry start? I need the answer to those two questions. What is the oldest manuscript of the Bible we have? And what is Muhammad? When did Muhammad start his ministry?
Salaki, you asking the chat? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm asking the chat. The brothers are stay stumped. They are stumped. I don't know. Okay. So boom. This is the answer to when Muhammad's.
Yeah, when Muhammad.
Okay, boom. Muhammad started his ministry around 610, 603 AD. These brothers is right. Right? And so then we have the oldest manuscripts we have. The Dead Sea Scrolls and the Greek Septuagint. This brother Abadafi, he's cooking. He cooked with that.
Let him cook.
He cooked with that one. All right. Now I need somebody in the chat to tell me when these manuscripts, when they're dated to be. In the Leningrad Codex. Now, this is something that a lot of brothers and sisters don't know about that Leningrad Codex. So we're gonna, after we get the answer to the Dead Sea Scroll, what century are these documents right here dated to be in? What century? I need them brothers and sisters that be really in the lab to showcase skills right now, right? Because this ain't, a lot of brothers and sisters, they just wanted entertainment tonight. The Lord said, no, y'all not gonna have that. That's know what I mean? Some of y'all brothers and sisters wanted to see cuts and blood and gore tonight.
Yeah.
And the Lord said, you know what? They don't need that tonight. They need a class. They need to sit their ass down. Excuse my language. They just sit their butt down with a pen and pad and notes and understand first. We can't. Hey, through the Spirit, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get a Muslim on here. Through the Spirit, we're gonna get a Muslim on here. But right now, y'all need another class. That's what the Lord said. Because I wanted to cut. I wanted to show y'all me, in the arena. But the Lord said no. Y'all need another class. So we got 3rd BCE, and then we got the 1st century. So the 3rd BCE document is the Greek Septuagint. That's dated to be the 3rd century. Then the 1st century document that we have is the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? The Dead Sea Scrolls is what we have of the Old Testament. And then the Greek Septuagint is basically it's the Old Testament in Greek. The Leningrad Codex is a 10th century manuscript. Now, what is the importance of all these Old Testament manuscripts? 1st century, 3rd century, and 10th century. The beauty, the Codex Sinaiticus. It's the 2nd century CE, right? This is a younger manuscript than the rest, but it still predates the Quran. A Thawada Gamaliel for that. Boom. So we have in these manuscripts, these multitude of manuscripts that we have, right? And them boys, like the brother said, them boys came 600 years after. Them boys came with their Quran, right? 600 years after. This is important because when they came 600 years after, what started to be mainstream is calling our Bible corrupt, right? Hey, pull that video up, the first one. They start calling, then they start feeling themselves. Ishmael and his descendants start feeling themselves. You see what I'm saying? Right? They arrive late on the back of the camel and they start feeling themselves, thinking that they cooking. You're not cooking. Right? Y'all came late. Boom. But what's gonna happen is through the spirit, we're gonna understand. Watch this video. Go ahead and start it. It's up now. Go ahead and start that. Uh-oh.
Let me unmute right fast.
You gotta go to YouTube.
But now the question you're asking me is, what do I think about whether the Bible is corrupted or not corrupted? What is the limit?
You can hear, right?
I believe the Bible is in every way possible. So I believe corruption can be in 3 ways. The word corruption can be in 3 things: addition, omission, or alteration to the original text. And I believe
that.
all these things happen. I believe this.
He said he believed corruption can happen in 3 ways. Addition. Oh my God. I don't know what he believes. I do not know what this man believes. But he said corruption can happen either addition, admission, or what's the last word you used? Go back a little bit, see?
Yeah. Let me go back.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You brothers and sisters always reminded me. I'm gonna play this fair use video we got. Give us 1 second.
Okay.
We got a little thing for that. Grrr. You see, for those the when we start cutting and when we really start cooking, they start hating. Let me do it one more time. Grrr. Fair use disclaimer. I gotta do it twice. So with that being said, go ahead, rewind a little bit, then play it again.
All right.
Can be in 3 ways. The word corruption can be in 3 things: addition, omission, or alteration. What
the world is wrong with this man?
Addition.
Right? He said addition, admission, alteration of the original text. These are ways that he states that it can be corrupted. All right. Now, by these criteria, is the Bible corrupted? By these criteria that he's getting, the addition, admission, and alteration, this is the guidelines and the standard that he has to say that the Bible is corrupted. But what's going to happen is he's going to have to hold the Quran to that same standard.
Right.
Muslims claim the Bible to be corrupt is actually a new argument, because the Quran tells you to refer to the Bible to confirm the Quran. And the Bible we have today is the same Bible Muhammad had. That brother's cooking. That brother's cooking right there. It gotta be crazy, but we understand where that argument even came from in the first place. It was out of jealousy and anger that the Jews did not join the Muslim and that Islamic faith. That's why it happened, right? That's why it happened, and that's historic, right? But they feel, these brothers, they get up all proud, and he's banging on this white devil, doctrinally, really dunking on him, because he's gonna get in his feelings. But in all actuality, when you come against this Bible, you can't, especially if you have a Quran, right? But continue to read it, or continue to play the video.
I believe all of these things happen. I believe there's omission that took place in what we call the Torah and the Injil, and there's addition that happened. There's alteration that happened to the text. I believe all of these different types of corruption have happened, and I believe all of them can be demonstrated. And when you say, okay, these are different manuscripts, you're assuming one very important thing, which is the idea that you do have an original when you don't have an original to begin with. So in order for you to say these are the correct manuscripts versus these are the incorrect manuscripts, you need to have an original that you would compare the manuscripts with, and then you come to the conclusion, okay, yeah, these are the correct manuscripts.
That. Now, so he's saying for you to say that these manuscripts, or you have, right, are close to the original, you would have to have an original. You would have to have an original manuscript to even make that distinction, is what he's trying to tell this Christian. Now, what Muslims do is make a big problem for us, because we believe in the Bible, but not understand that the same criteria that you're putting on to the Bible, you will have to have that same examination when it comes to the Quran. That's what's not being understood. And the reason why we're watching this, right? Why are we watching this video? It's because you got to learn what the Muslim is saying to you. You got to learn how he cocky when he's saying it to you, right? And then you got to learn how to debunk it. So let's rewind it a little bit so the brothers and sisters can understand what's being said. Let me see that whiteboard.
You want to go back to the beginning or just a little bit?
No, not the beginning. Just like a couple seconds back.
Okay, I got you.
Hey, give me a marker. And then play that.
One very important thing, which is the idea that you do have an original when you don't have an original to begin with. So in order for you to say these are the correct manuscripts versus these are the incorrect manuscripts, you need to have an original that you would compare the manuscripts with, and then you come to that. Okay, yeah, these are the correct manuscripts.
Okay. They said you need to have an original.
Right.
All right. Remember that. Read on. Keep the video going.
Read on.
They say you're supposed to have you need
to have different Christians having different books. 66 books, 73, 82. The number of books in these Bibles, different Bibles, is different numbers of books. There are differences in what is considered to be from God and what is not considered to be from God. So there is no doubt there is corruption. Because even the question itself, is the Bible corrupted? I think it's not a rational question because you have to define what the Bible is first. Is it the 66 books, the 73, or the 82? And when you see that, okay, there's different what we call Bibles to begin with, then how can you claim something is not corrupted?
I'm very glad you brought that up because a lot of people don't know the history of why certain denominations have different books and numbers within the Bible. So back in the Protestant Reformation, there was a specific group of books called the Deuterocanonical or the Apocryphal books. And these were written during the time, the 400-year span before Jesus, after the previous prophet, as I'm led to understand. There's a period of time that these books were written, and it goes into the history of like Hanukkah, stuff like that. Now, during this time, there's been always a little asterisk next to these because while they were written during this time, it wasn't confirmed whether or not they should be considered divinely inspired or etc. So there's always been a certain understanding between these books and the rest of the Bible. Now, during the Protestant Reformation,
that's good.
Followed the
boom. Now you can take the video down. I think that's it on that. I just wanted him to say that because that's the type of burdens that he put. There should be no alterations. There should be no omissions and things of that nature. When Islam has a doctrine called the doctrine of abrogation, meaning they can add different meanings as the years go on, they can add different meaning to their text. That's what the doctrine of abrogation is. They can really, wing it as time goes on.
Right.
Right. But Orlando Bullard, do you believe in the Trinity? If you believe in the Trinity, we could talk about that tonight. If you would like to, we could talk about it after we get over with this, because this is gonna be short. But we can talk about the Trinity if you would like to. With you. If you believe it. Go ahead, King.
Adawan, what did you call that? Doctrine of abrogation?
The doctrine of abrogation. Right. Okay. That's something that the Muslims believe in. So boom, they can have you in a position where there used to be a verse, and my Adawanium, at the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, a matter is established. I remember one time the Quran said, when I first got the truth, the Quran was saying that Allah is the greatest of deceivers. In the matter of Christ, because they have a verse in the Quran that says that Christ was crucified, but it was made to look like that.
Right.
In every Quran now, that is not in there no more. It's not. I don't know what happened. Brothers didn't hold the Quran, but in that it does not say that no more. And we had everybody. I remember it was on Clubhouse one day. Everybody was trying to find that verse, but we couldn't do that. You all right, Malak? What's up? Shalom, King.
Shalom. It's Salakia. So you
go ahead, King.
You saying that the verse about being the deceiver is not in there, or the Okay.
The verse about him being the deceiver is not in there, right? So that entails probably one of their excuses for that is the doctrine of abrogation. So they have the ability to change their doctrine over time and say, see, it was always ordained by God that he can change like that. Right? If I can, what I'm gonna do, because I got a Quran right here. I thought I did.
Let me send this to you because I think this might be it.
You what it say? What it say?
Hold on, let me make sure.
Let me move my let me grab this Quran. What it say?
Is this what I want? Hold on, what's that?
What it say?
Yeah, okay. It says in Quran 354.
You said 354?
Yeah, 354.
You want to read? You got it. You got it to read, or you want me to get it?
You could get it because this is just
okay.
I just went to Google right quick.
Okay, let's see. This is the this is you know the Quran verses 3, Surah 3 and 54.
Mm-hmm.
It reads. Hold on.
Salaki, I got it on one.
You get it? Because yeah. This is it. Yeah.
This is it?
Yeah, this is it. Read that.
I got this off of Chat GPT. You want me to read?
Yeah.
Okay, Khan. This is Surah 3, verse 54. But they, the disbelievers, planned, and Allah planned, and Allah is the best of planners.
So it said Allah is the best of planners. But we got all type of witnesses saying that just used to say deceivers, but this one I got it say schemers.
Schemers,
He's the best of the schemers.
That's what I say.
Who knows? But they have something called the doctrine of abrogation to where they can do stuff like that, and that's okay with them, right? But then what we're gonna do is get into something called how the Quran was compiled. How the Quran was compiled, right? So bring up that second video that I gave you. And y'all remember, we have to, in order for us to prove, because, I got to read this surah. I'm going to read this surah for y'all real fast. This is Surah 3 and 3. We all know that Muhammad ministry started in the 6th century, right? 6th century CE. So now what we have to do now is what we had to do in the past was find the documents that were around Muhammad at the time where this was written. Let's see what was written. This is Surah 3 and 3 in the Quran. And it says, step by step, he sent the scripture down to you, O prophet, with the truth, confirming what went before. He sent down the Torah and the gospel earlier as a guide for the people. And he was sent down to distinguish between right and wrong. Those who deny God's revelation will suffer torment. And God is almighty and capable of retribution. So basically, in this verse, the Quran, the Torah, and the Gospels was given. I don't have the access to Yusuf Ali. I'm sorry, but the Quran was given. Right. This is a different version of the Quran, the English translation by a brother that believe in the Quran. But they get on you for your NIV and NLT. That's another cut. Why can Captain Asha Allah ask me to read another version of the Quran? This is another it's another way that you can talk to these Muslims when they come at you, right? Oh, you got all these versions of the Bible. Well, you have different versions of the Quran, sir. Right? But then they're gonna say, "Oh, but the Arabic." Come on, but the Hebrew, but the Hebrew. You can say, and then what they understand is they're putting a burden that they can't even hold themselves. But us, come on, buddy. They're giving a burden that they can't even hold themselves. But you can hold those burdens and you can explain them. Right. You brought that video up?
Kind of got it right.
Bring up the video. Right. Bring up that video because this is gonna tell you. It's gonna tell you how how different the Qurans were how the Quran was even compiled, right? There's a man named Uthman, right? A man named Uthman, and what he did was he made a controlled Quran. And what's gonna be getting into briefly is that history. So what we're gonna do is listen. So what we do, we listen to these guys, we listen to this history, and then we're able to go on these stages, go in front of these brothers and sisters, and explain this information, right? And being able to explain this information, right, is a blessing. Oh yeah, and don't worry, Israel. We're gonna get to that Surah 5 because that Surah 5 is crazy. That Surah 5 is crazy. We're gonna see why, and
That's
see
right.
the disgusting nature of this Quran, and then it's gonna show y'all the doctrine of abrogation. Crazy. So watch this. We're gonna bring up this video first.
Can we be sure that the Quran we have today is the same Quran that the Prophet Muhammad taught to his companions over 1400 years ago? This question is central to the legitimacy of the religion of Islam. And to answer it, we need to know how the Quran was given to the Prophet, preserved by his companions, and then distributed around the Muslim world. This is the story of
Hold on, go back.
And
remember what that man said about the original version of the Quran. Play that again and then pause it when the little diagrams shoot out.
To the Prophet, preserved by his companions, and then distributed around the Muslim world.
Pause that.
This is the story.
For that to be true, then the person that has right, fair use. I keep forgetting Israel.
I forgot too. I ain't gonna lie.
I keep forgetting Israel. Right. So in order for them to have a Quran that's not corrupt, they would have to have the first Quran that Muhammad wrote. There is no Muslim on earth that will claim that unless they're unknowledgeable of the situation. None of them have the Quran that was written by Muhammad. That would be the original copy. So by their own logic that they put in against us, they're failing already.
Exactly.
Right. So but let's continue.
Story of language, history, and the commitment of an entire civilization to preserving the words of God. According to the Muslim understanding, the Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad over 23 years, from the age of 40 to his death at the age of 63. Over those 23 years, he received the revelation from God in a number of ways. Most commonly, it was spoken to him directly by the angel Gabriel, but at other times, it came during his dreams, and on a number of occasions, it even came to him directly from God, and he experienced this as the sound of a heavy bell, after which the words of the revelation were made clear to him. Throughout those 23 years, the Prophet endeavored to share the revelation with those around him as soon as it came. He did this verbally, as he couldn't read or write, but he strongly encouraged others around him to write down the revelation, as well as memorize. This was the basis of how Muslims believed the Quran.
Boom. So Muhammad received the revelation, and his disciples, the people that was following him, they are the ones that wrote down those records. Now, what they do is they come at you for your New Testament and say, who is Matthew? Who is Luke? Where are their original copies and manuscripts? Well, who are these guys? This is crazy because the same way this man is saying the Quran is being compiled is the same way, in some sort, the Bible was compiled. There were records, there were accounts that apostles and believers wrote down as records. There was prophecies and revelation given through a prophet, and their scribes wrote them down.
That's right.
So is the corruption, or is the negative with scribes writing it down? No, because see your own belief, your own system the system in which Muhammad was recording is the same system we're seeing recording the Bible. Let's read on. This is but it get crazy. It get crazy. Because then we about to see something crazy. We about to see something real wild.
And became preserved, not purely through written or oral means, but with both strengthening the other. The companions around him constantly strove to memorize these verses, with many eventually memorizing the entire book. And they simultaneously wrote them down on whatever materials they had around them, from parchment to bone to wood and stone.
Pause that.
At least 65.
They was writing on parchment, bones, and wood, and even they was writing on rocks.
Right.
This is the original copies of the Quran. These are the original copies of the Quran written on rocks, bones, parchment, and wood.
Exactly.
Do they have those?
Wow.
I need to chat. Somebody, do they have those? See, and then they wrote them on this, and then Muhammad couldn't even proofread what they wrote, man.
Couldn't even proofread it, man.
It's funny.
This is a shout out to the sister. She said the bootlegger BLB webpage. Islam teaches that the Quran, there are some verses that abrogate or cancel out other verses. Concerning verses are rendered null and void and by later verses. Excuse me. All right.
Certain verses are rendered null and void.
That's crazy, right?
So they could just they could just pick which verse, like, nah, this don't apply no more. It's not applicable. Like we not, you see what I'm saying?
Right. This is something that you ask a Muslim. Do you have the original parchment, the original bones and rocks and wood that these people, these 65 companions wrote on? Do you have those? And the answer to that question is no. They do not have those original parchment. Bone. Niggas was writing on bones, bro. Bones and rocks, cuz. That's what they was writing on. Right? Which is insane to me. Like,
and they do not
for that man to be on there talking so greasy to that white boy about the Quran not being corrupt, and the original manuscripts of his text were written on bones and rocks. That's greasy to be talking like that. That's crazy to be talking like that. Right. Like, come on, bro. Like Warrior Michael Allah said, man, a dog took the bones, man.
Come on.
A dog took it, you couldn't stop it. But let's continue. That's the real point that I wanted to bring out. But we can go on. I believe they talk about Usman in here. If not, I'm gonna get an article.
Let's see.
Companions functioned as scribes for the Prophet, who eventually established a school in Medina dedicated to teaching 900 of his companions to read and write. However, the dialect of the Qurayshi tribe that the Prophet spoke in wasn't the only dialect of the Arabian Peninsula, and as the religion was adopted by a growing number of tribes, they began to struggle with understanding the Quran. To overcome this, the Prophet was given permission to teach the Quran in 7 of the main dialects in the region, allowing the message to be understood more widely. But these dialects didn't really affect the written records, as they were only different when the Quran was actually vocalized.
Okay.
This was the state of the Quran at the death of...
So, boom, you got all these people, obviously, these people from these 7 tribes that have the teachings of the Quran, all in which you do not have the original manuscripts of, right? So then there comes a man named Usman Ibn Afid, right? I believe that's how you say his name. If not, I apologize. I wish because the reason why I'm saying I apologize, not that I care about how Islam sees me. If you ever been on a stage debating a Muslim, everything you say is a teaching moment for them. Like if I said that name wrong, although everything I said was right, talking to them, they hang on that point and they want to correct me on the name rather than what I just said to them. All those facts I just brought out, but they want to harp on that now. You know what I'm saying? So everything got to be right when you dealing with a Muslim. Just giving y'all game for it. So we got a man named Uthman, the third caliphate to rule under the death of the Prophet Muhammad. He centralized the administration of the caliphate, and I'm reading from the Britannica. He centralized the admission of the caliphate and established an official version of the Quran. Uthman is critically important in Islamic history because his death marked the beginning of open religious and political conflicts with Islam. Right? Boom. Let's go. Boom. So Uthman, the third. So we read that part. Played a pivotal role in the compilation and preservation of the Quran as we know it today. His role in the modern Quran can be summarized: the compilation and standardization. Uthman recognized the need for standardizing and unifying the text of the Quran. During the time of the Prophet Muhammad, the Quran was memorized and written down in various fragments of written material such as palm leaves, bones, and pieces of parchment. Uthman ordered the collection of all Quranic material into a single standardized manuscript. Right? Uthman appointed Zadid, a close companion of the Prophet Muhammad, to oversee the compilation process. Zadid was responsible for gathering the Quranic verses from various sources and verifying the authenticity. Then this process aimed to ensure the Quranic text was preserved accurately with no errors and variations. Right? Now, after Uthman compiled this one manuscript, all other manuscript traditions were burnt. All other manuscript traditions were burnt. Now, what is the importance of that? Why is it so important that the other manuscript traditions were burned? First off, you do not have an original manuscript now, nor do you have the copies from those original manuscripts. So there's so many traditions that were left out that the Islamic faith does not even have anymore. Now with that, they think they have a strong argument to say that they have the same Quran. Boom, boom, bam. It wasn't always that way. But now we cannot see if there's doctrinal changes. We can't see if there was anything taken out, added to. We can't even see if this Quran that we have today is the same as the Quran that was in the past. I don't know if y'all seen this Friday class recently, but we went over Gideon, right, in the scriptures, in the testing waters. Well, when we read the Quran, they do not ascribe that account to Gideon like the Bible says. They ascribe that account to Saul. Not only do they ascribe that account to Saul, but they do not even reference the Midianites. They reference the Philistines. So if they, I don't know if that's how their original manuscript even read. But we can't even test that because what they have done already, they burnt all their original manuscripts. We don't even know if they had that accurately. It says that Noah had 4 sons. We don't know if that's how the original manuscripts read. But we know how this Quran today, this one we got right now, we know how that reads, and it reads corruptively. This Quran say you can eat pork.
Yep.
which in the Bible is something that's punishable by death. We don't know if the original Quran reads like that, but we know how this one reads. Let's go to the book of let's go to Surah 5. Surah 5 and 1 in the Quran.
Yeah, get that.
And then get Revelation 22.
Did you still want this video?
You said what?
Did you still want this?
No, you good.
Okay.
This man talk about Yaju Judah in the chat.
Yo,
I cannot believe.
That's what I was laughing at. I didn't know if
Yaju Dudite came into a Sons of Thunder room and said that he Christ. Come on, bro. Check the saga. Yaju Judah can't deal with us, cuz.
Very bold.
Yo, literally for like the past.
That's crazy.
Since that video dropped, I forgot about their ministry. I forgot all about them. I thought it just slipped my. I forgot they existed.
He bold as hell too. Like we don't got 4 videos. Like we don't got 5 videos on the channel. 6 videos on our channel cutting him.
We had a marathon.
We had a marathon cutting Yaju. Man, this is crazy. So, y'all put them white chairs in the chat for them Yajudites, man.
Yeah, please.
They doctrine got smashed, man. Y'all put them white chairs. That's crazy. He done interrupted the whole program. I said, is that Yaju student in there?
Yeah, that's his disciple.
Crazy. Dang. Now they coming out the weird world.
Oh, they got the sit. You know, the sisters be on the front line for real. That'd be the crazy part.
They do. Yeah. Salaki, I don't know. You wanted Surah 5 and 1?
No, not Sirach. The Quran verse. Yeah, in the Quran.
Surah 5 and 1?
Yeah, the Quran 5. We're gonna start at verse 1. What did it say? You looking at it crazy. It reads.
I don't know if that's what you want. I don't know if that's what you wanted.
You talking about it's in the Quran, right?
Khan on the one.
And it's 5. Yeah, read verse 1. Watch how crazy it is.
This is the Chat GBT version. I might need to go to a Quran version source.
What is talking about?
Okay, this is Surah 5 and 1. And it reads, "Oh, you have believed, fulfill all contracts. Lawful for you are the animals of grazing livestock." I don't think that's what you want. I don't want.
No, this is it. This is it. Watch how I read, cuz.
Lawful for you are the animals of grazing livestock, except for that which is recited to you in this Quran. Hunting not being permitted while you are in the state of Ihram. Indeed, Allah ordains what He intends.
Read on.
Lucky.
Verse 3.
Salaki.
You good?
Verse 3, Surah 5 and 3. Prohibited to you for food are dead meat, blood, the flesh of swine, and that on which have been invoked the name of other than Allah.
So boom, this is what's forbidden to you according to the Quran. What we're reading is the Quran. We're not reading the Bible right now. We're reading the Quran. Y'all have to have this in your. This is like, I should have just put this on the Patreon for real, because this is gold right now. But let's read this. This is the Quran right now. Keep reading.
That which had been killed by strangling, or by a violent blow, or by a headlong fall, or by being gored to death.
Right.
That which hath been partly eaten by a wild animal,
right?
Unless you are able to slaughter it in due form.
Hey, Salaki, if one of y'all want to hop, I don't even think should I invite one of these Yajudites on here?
Go ahead, I don't want. We ain't going nowhere.
If one of y'all want to hop on the live, say me, and we can hop on. We can do something. Read this. Keep reading.
Con I don't want.
I'll put the link in the chat if y'all want it.
Continuing in Surah 5 and 3, and it reads, that which is sacrificed on stone altars, forbidden. Also is the division of meat by raffling with arrows. That is impurity.
Okay.
This day have those who reject faith given up all hope of your religion, yet fear them not, but fear me. This day I have perfected your religion for you.
So he's saying, this day I've perfected the religion to you. Read on.
Completed my favor upon you, and have chosen for you Islam as your religion.
All right, read on.
But if any is forced by hunger, with no inclination or transgression, Allah indeed oft forgiving, most merciful.
So now he's saying, hey, I know these things are forbidden unto you.
Right.
But if I'm perfecting your religion. I'm perfecting the Torah by saying, if you're forced by hunger, you can eat it. But read on, it gets worse.
It get worse.
Verse 4 out of 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on. This is Surah 5 and 4. They ask you, O Muhammad, what has been made lawful for them? Say, lawful for you are all good foods and game caught by what you have trained of hunting animals, which you train as Allah has taught you. So eat of what they catch for you, and mention the name of Allah upon it.
So
and
now,
fear Allah.
This man put this is a Christian, this is Christianity.
Yes, it is.
They told you whatever yo, bro, I will put this link in the chat, but only one of y'all is getting on. All y'all not hopping over here. And we not dealing with y'all all night. I got a question for y'all. If y'all can't answer it, then y'all getting off.
Straight like that.
Straight like that. Because this class is about Islam. We about to end it. That's the only reason I'm letting y'all on, because we about to end it. Only one of y'all is getting on. So y'all choose wisely who gonna get on. What was I saying, cuz?
Christianity.
This is full Christianity. He told you that everything is lawful. Just pray over it, baby. That's what he just told you. And he said, I made your religion perfect by that. But somebody give me Isaiah.
Right.
Isaiah 66 and 15. Because give me 14. Because a lot of people got to understand what's going to go on, what's going to be going on in these last days.
Go
ahead, Ken.
And then it's like, at what point, okay, if you allowing this, right, for the Quran to your followers, they could eat pork in certain situations. At what point is too much? At what point does it become unlawful? Because didn't it say that you're only allowed to eat
not past the limit?
But what's that?
What's that? Not transgressing its limit. The limit is a little bit. The limit is, look, this is the limit. Touching its carcass. That's Leviticus 11 and 7.
Exactly.
Touching its carcass is the limit. So as soon as you touched it, that's the limit.
That's the limit.
You did too much. Dead pig, you did too much as soon as you touched it. Right? But continue. Actually, read that in Isaiah 66, because remember I said it's punishable by death. 66. Right? Go ahead.
Oh, Saki, you want 60?
Yeah, and get somebody else. Give me Jeremiah 30 and 7. Remember what this man went all Christian on y'all. He said, man, I perfected your religion. Just pray over it. Just pray over it, baby. Right? Read on.
Oh, Saki, here we go. All right, Khan. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 66, starting at verse 14. And when you see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like a herb. And the hand of the Lord shall be known towards his servants, and his indignation towards his enemies. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
This is talking about the end times. This is end time prophecy right here. So the Lord is going to come with fire. Give me Jeremiah, because this is the time it's speaking of. Read that. Jeremiah 30 and 7.
Call it one. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 7. And it reads, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve Yahweh their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
So this is what it's talking. It's talking about Jacob's trouble and our people being saved out of it by Yahweh Shai. So that's who's coming with the Lord. Yahweh Shai is going to come with fire. His chariots like a whirlwind. This is a troublesome time that we're going to be saved out of. Famine, pestilence, a famine of the word. Brother, the love of many waxing cold. War. This is the time period we're living in. So according to this Islamic faith, this is a time where you can be eating pork. Read on. And Isaiah?
Come. For by fire, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
So the Lord is gonna plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord will be many. Hey, let's pray for the sister, man. Sister Terry. Y'all keep Sister Terry in y'all prayers, man. Go ahead and go ahead, read.
God, definitely keeping the sister and her family in our prayers, truly. From all of us at SOT, definitely doing that. Verse 17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree.
So those that sanctify and purify yourself are saying you're making an excuse. You're cool, you're clean. That's what it's telling you right here. He said just pray over it and it's okay. That's sanctifying something. Behind one tree is a doctrine. So you're using a doctrine, a way of life, a teaching to sanctify something. It's gonna tell you what though. Read.
Behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Swine's flesh.
So you behind a teaching that's making eating swine's flesh okay. Read.
And the abomination.
And other abominations. Read.
And the mouse.
So if your dog run off and get something for you to eat and bring it to you, that mouse, you can eat it. That's what the Quran told you. But if you caught doing that, the Lord said what?
Shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
You're gonna die. That's what the Bible said. I was watching, I don't know if y'all be watching them survival shows, but I be watching a show called Alone, right? And it just so happened the only thing they can get out there in the wilderness, man, when it's cold, any weather for real, but they really be out there when it's real cold, is mice. They be finding snails and clams and stuff. They be finding all type of stuff in Vancouver, right? They be getting rabbits and whatnot. They be shooting, they be getting squirrels and all of that. But the Lord said if you're caught in that day eating those things, you're gonna die.
That's right.
Ain't no oh, I perfected your religion. Oh, Muhammad told me otherwise. No, nigga, you're gonna die. That's what it's saying. That's what the scriptures is telling you right there. Right? So y'all gotta watch out. This is Islam for you. But before it told you, it's supposed to be confirming what the prophets and Moses did say should come. Go back to Surah 3 and 3. Just to put this nail on a coffin. This one of if y'all wanna, I'm dealing with some Muslims that can't deal with this point.
Right.
This poor car right here. And I got the video. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna see. I'm about to be right back. I'm gonna see if the video is uploaded yet.
Okay, come.
But read Surah 3 and 3 while I'm gone.
Slocky.
No, they're not video. Okay. And the Lord didn't want y'all to see that. The Lord said no entertainment tonight.
Not yet.
Not yet. Y'all want to see that debate? Y'all go on the Patreon, man. It's funny as a mug, man.
Definitely get that Patreon. It's an exclusive, Patreon exclusive.
It's a Patreon exclusive. Hold on real fast, y'all. Because I got this y'all do that on the back end. So we're gonna bring him up. If he can't answer my question, we're gonna end the live, y'all. But go ahead and bring that up.
This is Surah. Salaki. This is Surah 3 and 3. He has sent down upon you, O Muhammad, the book and truth, confirming what was before it. And he revealed Surah and the gospel.
So he revealed the Torah and the Gospels, the law and the Gospels of Christ, and the Quran is supposed to confirm what they say.
Right.
But I'm reading the prophet Isaiah, which is the word of God, and it's telling me that if you eat pork, you're gonna die in the last days. The necessity in these last days is gonna be heavy, is what they don't understand. Right? That's crazy, yo. Y'all put them white chairs in the chat, because man, these Muslims, they really don't got what they think they got.
Nope.
And now we studying and learning what their beliefs is, and there's gonna be more classes like this. But I'm gonna have the examples of me actually implementing what I'm teaching in front of y'all, while in real Muslim rooms in front of real Muslims, and hopefully we get one of them don't chicken out, right, and leave, man, because what we had for them was something good, man. But real quick, I'm gonna give y'all a little message from our sponsors. Then we're gonna bring this y'all Judite up, man. See what he said. Y'all Judite.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via CashApp or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
This month's sponsor is brought to you by Millie's Naturals, handcrafted natural soaps. Be sure to visit the website, miliesnaturals.myshopify.com. And be sure to visit her Instagram at milies.naturals. Millie's Naturals. It's an herbal vibe.
Welcome to the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's mission is to humble the world in the truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's vision is to build up the poor man and woman in spirit. Many people are deceived by lies, deceits, frauds, pride, forward mouth, arrogance, and evil ways. The poor in spirit are attacked daily. The vision to build up the spirit is to cause people only to walk in the ways of Yahweh, just as his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets did, by not just speaking the word, but by putting every word Yahweh spoke into action.
We're the Sons of Thunder Israelites, and it's our heart's prayer and desire that you all get the truth of Yah game.
Use our discount code SOT for additional savings.
Shalom. All right, let's play, man. Let's get it going, man.
Go praises, man. Hey, Israel said they clout chasing, and they really looking to get up in here to clout chase. Now I need y'all, if y'all want to see, y'all want to bring this bro on, to put a 7 in the chat. If not, then we gonna end it. If y'all want to see the y'all Judites on here, let me know.
I don't want it to be stupid. If you have a question for the brother, you know what I'm saying, that he can actually be a regular person. See, the problem with a lot of them Yah-Jew followers, they don't know how to be regular people when they talking to us. You see what I'm saying? It gets dumb. So if he can actually just have a regular human conversation like he would in any other parts of his life, like if he had the grocery store, if he had the bank, if he could just have a conversation like that, then
hey man.
The people.
Some of us want to see it, some of us don't.
The people not really.
Yeah, want to see it. The real want to see it. Archer Allen want to get that. He want to get that body. He want to get that head on his wall.
Yeah, he want a body.
Brother saying no, it's gonna be stupid. No folly. Hey, Israel not having it.
Listen to the people. I don't want what they want.
Just smoke them. Just make it smooth. He said smoking.
Sparring session would be nice.
Sparring session would be nice. 777 the conclusion of the whole matter. Oh man, we got mixed emotions in the chat.
Yeah,
man.
we gotta
Hey Kaya, they want to be entertained tonight, man. Let's see what we can do. All right, we bring bro on. I'm gonna bring. If he can't answer my question, it's gonna be mad short.
Yeah, it'll be quick.
Hey, Shalom.
Peace and blessings, brothers.
Shalom.
Hey, brother, the book don't speak.
It definitely doesn't speak.
Who is Shaphan?
Who is who?
Shaphan.
I don't know.
Who is Hilkiah?
I don't know.
All right, let's go to I believe 1 Kings 22. We're gonna learn today.
You got it up. You want me to get?
I got it.
God.
First Kings 2 and 2 out of 1.
Mm-mm. Second Kings 22.
Rock it. Second Kings 2 and 2.
22.
So like y'all face a delay on my end. I'm missing kind of what you said.
Okay.
22 and 2.
Right.
Okay, Con. It's the book of Second Kings, chapter 22 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, and he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, and walked in all of the way of David his father, and turned not aside to the right hand or to the left.
Jump to verse 8. Let's get to the point.
Verse 8.
Uh-huh.
And Hilkiah the high priest said unto Shaphan the scribe, I have found the book of the law in the house of the Lord. And Hilkiah gave the book to Shaphan, and he read it. And Shaphan the scribe came to the king and brought the king word again, and said, thy servants have gathered the money that was found in the house, and have delivered it into the hand of them that do the work, that have the oversight of the house of the Lord. And Shaphan the scribe showed the king, saying, Hilkiah the priest had delivered me a book. And Shaphan read it before the king.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass, when the king had heard the words of the book of the law.
What did he hear?
When he had heard the words of the book of the law.
Read.
That he had rent his clothes.
That he went. Who's the only person that can read the book of the law for people to understand?
That'd be the high priest.
Did the high priest just read the book to Josiah so he understood?
That's what you read?
No. Shaphan, who is not Hilkiah, was the high priest. And Hilkiah gave the book to Shaphan, who is not a high priest.
See, we're not about to do is caught up in the name and things. What we need, we should.
Hold on. You said the high priest is the only one that can read for people to understand.
Correct.
We see Shaphan, we're reading an account where Shaphan is reading to the king, and read. What did the king do after that? Read on.
Verse 12. And the king commanded Hilkiah the priest, and Ahikam, and Ahikam the son of Shaphan, and Akbor the son of Micaiah, and Shaphan the scribe, and Asahayah, a servant of the king, saying, Salakia, go ye inquire of the Lord for me, and for the people, and for all of Judah, concerning the words of the book that is found. For great is the wrath of the Lord that is kindled against us.
So he understands that he's in sin and that he needs to change. And not only him, but the people. But the high priest did not teach it to him. We had a scribe doing that. Then the book was taught. He heard the words of the book. Now, these are two of your doctrines that are destroyed by this passage. How are you going to reconcile that?
Well, according to Revelations 5, no man is ready to unseal the book that you're reading. So the high priest, or the one that God chooses among you, is supposed to give you the understanding on the book that you're reading. But since you don't have a high priest,
we just seen in this record, you just said something wrong. You said the high priest is the one that's supposed to read it so that you can understand it. That's what you just said. Is Shaphan the high priest?
what that got to do with now?
Is Shaphan the high priest?
Is not Christ the high priest?
Brother, that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you a simpler question. Is Shaphan the high priest?
Isn't Christ the high priest?
I'm asking you a simpler question. Is Shaphan the high priest?
For today.
Can you answer my question? Is Christ?
He could just say yes or no.
All right, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Some of you brothers didn't. That the reason why I ain't allowed it to go long because some of y'all didn't want to do. Abadafi is mad at me.
He's mad.
There y'all go. Now one of my soldiers is mad at me.
He's displeased.
Abadafi is displeased. Abadafi, and it's y'all's fault. But come. If y'all, what we can do now, if y'all have any questions about Islam or anything that we went over in Islam, we can do that for a little bit. But that's all I got for tonight. Hopefully next week we have a treat. Next week I'm gonna have a Christian on here and we're gonna talk about why y'all kicked me. Brother, we kicked you because you wasn't answering the question. Right. But we got a Christian on here talking about the law of Christ, man. So if y'all want to learn more about the law of Christ and see a build with a Christian, man, come back next week, man. We love y'all, brothers and sisters, right? And family, since y'all don't have any questions, right? Reason, hey, this is insane. Reason 25,000 on why followers of Yaju need therapy. They crazy, man.
Bro.
Man said high priest, but Shaphan is not the high priest, man. Their doctrine is destroyed. And if y'all want to see the marathon of us destroying the Yaju Judites, and you Yaju Judites, y'all need to watch them videos, man, because y'all may get redeemed and them that veil be taken off your eyes, man.
They watch them, and then they Yaju goes and edits the doctrine a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to try to but still, and then it's the same result. It don't even, it's the same thing.
Why is Muhammad called a prophet? This is a great question, right? Because for you to be called a prophet, you would have to have prophesied something, right? I remember a while back I asked the chat, one of the soldiers, I said, is Muhammad a false prophet? And then they was like, yeah, but I'm like, my thought process is he never prophesied anything. Right? But he is a false teacher. They call him a prophet because that's, they want to say he's the last prophet to come on earth. Because what a prophet does is speak God's words. And what they try to say is Deuteronomy 18:18, that's talking about Muhammad, which makes him the prophet because he's speaking God's words out of his mouth. Right? So that's why they try to call him a prophet. But does he speak the words of God? According to Surah 5:5? No. Surah 5:1-5? No, absolutely not. You talking about Christ is the high priest today. Shaphan read the book of the law, who was not the high priest, for Josiah to understand. Y'all are cut. With that, we are the sons of Thunder Israelites. It's our prayer and heart's desire for all Israel to be saved. Con? All right. If y'all would like to join us for any feast days, y'all give us an email at sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com. If you would like counsel for marriage or situation, give us hit us up at sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com. We love y'all, family.
We did.
In order for y'all to follow, you have to believe that a hot stove is a hand woman, man. Hey, Sons of Thunder, we did clown y'all for real.
Yo, that's some Family Guy stuff, bro.
That's some Family Guy stuff for sure. God, but with that, man, we love y'all, family.
Slakia.
Oh, you had something?
Yeah, you kind new moon this Saturday too, man. Anybody that's in the Atlanta area, man, or even if you outside the Atlanta area, still, come congregate with us. Send an email this Saturday at sundown, starting at 7:45. Y'all know the sun go down a little earlier now, so be in the building. You send us an email, and we'll get you the address. Just let us know who you bringing. But new moon this Saturday, and if you can't make it, tune into the live. Tune into the live. Are we? If we're doing the live solely on Patreon?
Members only. Patreon only for the live for new moon, man.
Okay. You got to be at least a tier 2, I believe, to get access.
Con. So y'all tap into that information if you are interested. And with that, shalom.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.